dock for the DSi that's made by Polaroid. Time for pickups. As you can see, I had a very busy weekend, and some of it is from last weekend as well. So I'll go over that. I went to garage sales both weekends, and then I also went to the 100-mile yard sale down in Missouri on Highway 25. I was so surprised that I didn't get very far down the highway. Just there were so many sales on a Friday. Just tons and tons of sales. Not only are there like just regular garage sales, but there's also like neighborhood sales. But then there's also like little areas where there's small flea markets, like at some nearby businesses or churches. Just a few random things I found. This was the last weekend and didn't find too much, but I got a copy of Tetris, $3. I think I'm just gonna add that to collection. And then this one sale they had a PS1 with a CD binder full of games, and they want $100. And it was a regular PS1. I was like, well, there's no way I can do that. So I did what I do sometimes where I ask, oh, can I just buy some of the games? And they were like $5 a piece. So I was like, that's fine. So I was able to get a few PS1 games for the collection. South Park, Twisted Metal 3. And I also got Dukes of Hazzard Racing for Home. And this, I did have the case for it as an extra. There's like a Dukes of Hazzard 2, and this was in that when I bought it, but was able to complete that. So happy about that. Those are all just for the collection. I'm working on PS1 pretty hard. These, I believe, are from a flea market, a local flea market. MX vs. ATV Untamed for the collection. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses. I did already have this, but I needed the manual, so I picked that up. The disc I didn't really notice. I think you can probably see that huge scratch on there. I mean, it's more like it's cracked, so I doubt that's gonna work. So that's all right. I basically paid $2 for a case and a manual, which not bad. Frog Rain Shadow for GameCube. Picking up more GameCube as I can, just for fun, just because I don't see it. Crash Wrath Cortex for GameCube. Complete. You got these games, they're just in a stacks, and they were like, yeah, you can take those too. Your Shape. Halo 4. Connected Adventures Cardboard. Sleeve. Darksiders 2. I don't think any of these are really worth anything. Maybe this one, Just Dance Kids 2014, because it's sealed still. Maybe like $10. Maybe this one too, Rocksmith 2014 edition. And then I also got the Mortal Kombat 3 strategy guide. This is the Simon Hill one. That was like $2. So I went ahead and bought it. I've seen some of the strategy guides can be worth some. First we'll start, this is the first pickup of the day actually, Xbox 360 e-console. $7. And that wasn't my price. It was in like a random bin. The guy was like, oh yeah, my son dropped that off. How about $7? And I was like, okay. No cables or anything. Actually don't have a cable to test it. These I kind of bought. They're not worth too much, but it was just so weird to me. It's a dock for the DSi that's made by Polaroid. There was 2 of them, so I just went and bought them. I might keep one, but I don't know. To me, like, seeing this is like, what? Polaroid made a dock for the DSi, and it has a SD card reader, and you can just dock your DSi to charge it. I don't know, so strange, but they're brand new, just dirty, and so I bought them. Let me go ahead and do some of the center stuff. This is kind of a extra of my Nintendo, the pins. I've been playing around with it still, so I went ahead and bought these. You use the points, and then the shipping's like $5, so but I think it's worth it. I'm trying to get more pins, and these are kind of nice pins actually. These controllers, just random garage sale, had a bunch of random PlayStation controllers, mostly third party. They wanted to sell me the whole box for $5, but I was just like, I don't want any of those. Except this one was dirty, but it looked okay, so I offered $1. They took it. Nice to just pick up some random controllers every now and then. Here's an interesting thing. I got 2 Xbox One controllers from the same sale. They were $3. You can see it says a button doesn't work right. When I asked, they said they don't know which button it was. But, they feel okay to me. They're not super damaged or anything. So, we'll see. Got a cool red one. Maybe this is like the Spider-Man one? I'm not sure what that goes to. And then just a regular white one. Looks okay. Same note on there. Let me go ahead and show. This is all $15, all this stuff here. There was nothing in the CD drive, and I think the CD drive might be broken because it wasn't making any noise. But this Wii was there. This was at a... It's one of those, along the highway, it's kind of rural, kind of like a thrift store, junk shop. They had a few people set up there, and so I went in the junk shop while I was there, and they had 2 Wiis. This was the better one, if you'll believe it. This one that is all scratched up and missing the tops, and CD drive probably doesn't work. You know how on Wiis, they'll turn yellow, like any white plastic, it'll go yellow. But this one was closer to black. Like the back part was almost completely black. Probably the dirtiest Wii I've ever seen, so I didn't buy it. But this one, they just had a bunch of random stuff, so I grabbed a Wiimote, kind of dirty, no back, nunchuck, dirty, but should clean up okay. And there was a motion sensor, and then 2 GameCube mics, decent condition. I know Odama is one of the games it goes to. I don't know what the other game is. Maybe Pokemon Channel or something. Not sure, but it was $15 for all of it, so still awesome price. But let me go ahead and rearrange real quick, and then I'll show you all the games. Alright, so here's the next part of the pickups with all the games and stuff. I did have a PS3 at the back there, you probably saw. Slim model. Very cool. This was only $20. It came with the power and an AV cable. And as you saw, they had a Assassin's Creed America's collection, which I'm not even sure what that really refers to. Probably like a 5 p.m. pickup, Highway 25 sale. Determined to keep going for as long as I could. And like one of the last sales I went to, getting to the point where I was like, I gotta turn around because I still gotta drive back and I'm hungry and all that. I went to the sale and they were like setting out a few more things and they brought out a PS3 and I asked them how much. They said $20. And I was like, perfect. Persistence does pay off with those. Okay, so let's get on to the first big stack of games. This was probably the best part of the pickup other than just getting, cheap consoles is always nice. Those are just for resale. This is actually collection stuff right here. And it was at like more of a mini flea market. And it was definitely a vendor that, had been to a few sales. They had tons of toys, cards, movies, but then they also had a nice row of games. So I ended up spending $40 on 17 games. I had so many that he just kind of said $40. All these are for the collection except for one at the bottom was a duplicate. So we got Killzone 2. Beowulf, the game. Portal 2. Enemy Front. So yeah, these were, like I mentioned, they were 17 games for $40, so you can do the math, but about $2 a piece. Assassin's Creed 3 with a steelbook, which is kind of nice to find. Love finding some steelbooks. Space Marine, Warhammer. Yeah. Enemy Territory, Quake Wars. Sorcery. This is the duplicate. I did already have Dishonored, but I just didn't remember. So, oops. For $2, that's okay. Got some PS2 games. These are all for the collection too, which is very exciting. I think this will put me over 700. And this actually is just a cover variant. The other cover is like an orange cover, so I went ahead and picked that up. Wild Wild Racing. Motor Mayhem. Sun faded on that one, but oh well. Motocross Mania 3. MX Unleashed. Walt Disney Jungle Book. I have that for PS1. I almost didn't pick it up because of that, but I just got it for the collection. Bionic Commando back to PS3, and Duke Nukem Forever. So very awesome to add all that stuff to the collection. You can see the PS2 games aren't super exciting, but it's just all common stuff that I needed for $2. I'm gonna pick that up all day. And then the PS3 games, there's actually some decent ones in there, but nothing crazy in there. All right, so the next stack, this is kind of just a random set of things that I picked up from a few different sales. Some more PS3 games for the collection. Sonic the Hedgehog for $5. Sims 3 for $5. Binary Domain. That was from one sale, as you can see. Picked up a Just Dance 2015 for $1. I just keep picking them up because you know what, they sell eventually, and they're worth about $10-12. So these were, I believe these are all 3 apiece. Generator Rex, just more for the collection. Deus Ex Human Revolution, and Oblivion. That come with a map? No, just a disc on that. And I think I paid $1 for this Wii Play. Not sure why. For a while it was going up in price, but I think it's back down pretty low, so not really worth it, but oh well. This is kind of a mix as well. This stack was from all one garage sale. It was $35, I believe. Yeah, I wrote it down, $35. Not the greatest stack in the world for $35. It was a sale where I was just trying to get the price down a little bit, because you can see they had 10 on that. But this is the double disc. If I can get it out. That's around 40, so that about pays for the bundle itself. And I got World at War disc only. Kind of a grungy Finest Hour, but I might keep that for GameCube. Super Mario Galaxy. So you can see they had the prices up on a few of them, so I just kind of bundled it. They also had a Wii for $50, but I didn't try to get that. Witcher 2. Black Ops 2, those two are pretty good for resale. Dead Space 2. Dark Souls. And We Play. These are all 2-piece from a local flea market that I've been going back to a lot because I've been getting some really good scores there. Minecraft for Xbox One. Namco Museum disc only for GameCube. And a PS3 case for some reason, but I'll take it. Didn't have it, so I'm adding that to the collection. The Con for PSP. It's mostly sealed. I don't know if I'm gonna try to sell it as sealed. You can see it's got some dirt here that I don't know if I'll be able to clean up on the seal. There's also a hole in the bottom there, so I don't know. You can see I have another Duels to the Roses here. I think this is from the same vendor too, but this one actually had Yu-Gi-Oh! What is it? Forbidden Memories for PS1 in there, which is good because I needed that. I also had a Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie in it, but I just put that in a donation bin. But basically $2 for a case and a PS1 game. I won't complain. Crash Bandicoot Wrath Cortex, I already have that, but $2 is a good price. It was originally $3. But these are all for the collection. PS2, SeaWorld, Shantae's Deep Sea Adventures, Family Feud, Anatori Drag Racing, Countdown Championships, Sprint Cars 2, and World of Outlaws Sprint Cars. So another kind of set of 5 there that aren't super duper exciting, but just the common games for that PS2 collection that I'm just slowly building. But yeah, that was it. As you can see, I have plenty to go through. Still a really fun event. If I'd known better, I probably would have gone 2 days, went and then stayed the night, because oh my gosh, a 100-mile yard sale is not kidding around. It started in Jackson, Missouri, and the north side, and so that's where I entered in from, coming from the Midwest. That city itself, even just around there, I spent a few hours just going to all the sales and stuff in that area, even before I actually started going down the highway. But still, fun weekend, very exciting. And that's what I have for now.